When a man reaches 65, he may notice something that seems almost mysterious. The suitcase that once felt light suddenly feels heavier. Getting up from a low chair takes a little more effort. Climbing several flights of stairs leaves him breathing harder than it used to. And perhaps the most concerning change is this. His muscles do not seem to respond the way they did when he was younger. But here is the important idea. Strength does not simply disappear because a birthday arrives. Aging changes the body, yes. Muscle mass and strength tend to decline gradually with age. Hormonal changes, reduced physical activity, illness, poor sleep, and inadequate nutrition can all contribute. But the process is not an on-off switch. It is more like a slow negotiation between the body and the way we live. Think of your muscles as a savings account. When you regularly use them, challenge them, and give your body enough nutrients to maintain them, you keep making deposits. When you stop using them and consistently undereat, the withdrawals can begin to exceed the deposits. This is why the years after 65 are so important. A common mistake is to think, I am getting older, so becoming weaker is unavoidable. That belief can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. A person moves less because he feels weaker. Because he moves less, his muscles receive less stimulation. As his muscles become less capable, everyday activities become harder. Then he moves even less. The cycle continues. But the opposite cycle is possible too. A man can decide that his later years are not the time to stop caring for his muscles, but the time to become more intentional about them. He can eat enough high-quality protein. He can perform appropriate resistance exercises. He can walk regularly. He can practice balance. He can sleep well and pay attention to his overall nutrition. None of this means that a 70-year-old body should behave exactly like a 30-year-old body. That is not the goal. The goal is to preserve as much useful strength as possible for as long as possible. Why does that matter? Because strength is not merely a number on a gym machine. Strength is the ability to stand up without pushing against the furniture. It is carrying a bag of groceries from the car. It is climbing stairs safely. It is getting up after sitting on the floor. It is maintaining balance when you stumble. It is having enough physical reserve to recover from an illness or injury. In other words, strength is closely connected to independence. And this is where nutrition becomes part of the conversation. Muscles need building materials. Protein provides amino acids that the body uses to maintain and repair muscle tissue, but protein is not a magic shield against aging. It is one important piece of a much larger puzzle. So don't look at turning 65 as the moment when strength disappears. Look at it as a reminder. Your body is still responding to what you do today. Every meal, every walk, every appropriate exercise session, every night of good sleep, and every decision to remain physically active sends a message to your body. The message is simple. These muscles are still needed. And when the body receives that message consistently, age does not have to mean giving up on strength. So now let's talk about something surprisingly simple. What you eat in the morning. After a night of sleep, you have gone several hours without eating. Your body has been quietly working the entire time, breathing, maintaining your heartbeat, regulating temperature, repairing tissues, and carrying out thousands of chemical reactions. Then morning arrives, and for many older adults, breakfast becomes something almost accidental. Perhaps it is a cup of tea and a piece of toast. Maybe it is coffee with a little cereal. Sometimes breakfast is skipped completely because appetite is lower than it used to be. But there is an important question worth asking. Where does the protein come from? Protein is different from carbohydrates and fats because it supplies amino acids, the raw materials your body uses to build and maintain tissues, including muscle. Think about repairing a wall. You cannot repair a damaged wall simply by wishing it were stronger. You need bricks, cement, tools, and someone to do the work. Your muscles are similar. Exercise provides the signal, the reason for the muscle to adapt. Protein provides many of the building blocks needed for maintenance and repair. That is why a protein-rich breakfast can be useful, particularly when it becomes part of a balanced eating pattern throughout the day. Consider a simple example. Eggs. Eggs contain complete protein, meaning they provide all 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot make on its own. They are also easy to prepare and can be combined with vegetables, whole grains, fruit, or other nutritious foods. But here is where we need to remove the exaggeration: eating eggs, or any other single protein, does asterisk not guarantee that a man will never lose strength after 70. That is an attention-grabbing headline, not a biological law. The human body is more complicated than that. What matters is the pattern. If a man regularly eats adequate protein, stays physically active, performs appropriate resistance exercises, and maintains good overall nutrition, he is giving his body several of the things it needs to preserve muscle function. And there is another important point. Older muscles can still respond to protein and exercise. The response may not be identical to that of younger muscle, but that does not mean the body has stopped adapting. This is encouraging. It means you are not powerless simply because you are getting older. Imagine two men who are both 68. One starts the day with almost no protein, spends most of the morning sitting, rarely performs resistance exercise, and gradually eats less because his appetite has declined. The other begins his morning with a balanced meal containing a meaningful amount of protein, stays active, and regularly gives his muscles a safe challenge. Their bodies are receiving very different instructions. The lesson is not that breakfast is some magical moment when aging can be reversed. The lesson is that small decisions repeated every morning can become part of a larger strategy for maintaining strength. And that is the real power of a protein-rich breakfast. Not magic, not a miracle, just useful nutrition repeated consistently, working alongside movement and a healthy lifestyle. Because after 65, the question shouldn't be, what single food will stop aging? A much better question is, what can I consistently give my body each day to help it remain capable, active, and strong? That question leads us away from miracle claims and towards something much more valuable, a habit that can actually last. Now we come to the part that often gets misunderstood. You may hear someone say, eat this one protein every morning, and you will never lose strength after 70. It sounds wonderful, it is simple, it is memorable, and it gives you the feeling that perhaps there is one special food hiding in your kitchen that can solve the entire problem of aging. But the human body doesn't work that way. There is no single protein that can guarantee a person will never lose strength. And understanding this actually makes the message more powerful, not less. Take eggs as an example. Eggs are an excellent source of high-quality protein. They contain all 9 essential amino acids, and they are convenient, affordable, and easy to prepare. For many people, they can be a useful part of a nutritious breakfast. But an egg is not a magic pill. Eating eggs every morning while spending the rest of the day sitting on the couch is not a reliable strategy for preserving strength. Why? Because muscle is a living tissue. It responds to the environment you create around it. If you challenge your muscles, they receive a signal that they are needed. If you provide adequate nutrition, including protein, you supply materials that can support maintenance and repair. If you sleep adequately and remain physically active, you support the recovery process. Think of it like maintaining a house. Protein is part of the supply of building materials, but imagine having a garage full of bricks while the roof is leaking, the foundation is damaged, and nobody is doing the repairs. The bricks alone cannot maintain the house. Muscle is similar, protein matters, but it is only one part of the equation. This is particularly important as people get older because appetite can change. Some older adults naturally eat smaller meals, while others may avoid certain foods because of convenience, cost, chewing difficulties, or changes in taste. That can make it easier to consume less protein than the body needs. So instead of searching for one magical food, think about protein quality, quantity, and consistency across the day. Eggs can be one option, so can yogurt, milk, fish, poultry, beans, lentils, tofu, and other protein-rich foods, depending on personal dietary needs and preferences. The goal is not to worship one particular food. The goal is to make sure your overall diet provides enough of the nutrients your body needs. And there is something else that matters enormously. Exercise. Suppose you eat a protein-rich breakfast every morning, but never ask your muscles to do anything challenging. Your body has less reason to prioritize maintaining large amounts of muscle tissue, Now imagine adding appropriate resistance exercise. You might use weights, resistance bands, machines, or even controlled bodyweight movements suited to your abilities. Suddenly, you are sending a much clearer message. These muscles are necessary. Nutrition and exercise begin working together. This is why the best approach to healthy aging is not based on a miracle ingredient. It is based on a system of habits. Eat nutritious food, get adequate protein, move your body, challenge your muscles appropriately. Sleep and recover, stay consistent, and understand that the objective isn't to defeat aging. We cannot stop the clock. The objective is to age with as much function, mobility, and independence as possible. So if eggs are your favorite morning protein, enjoy them as part of a balanced diet. If you prefer yogurt, fish, beans, or another protein source, that can work too. The important question isn't, which one food will save my muscles? The better question is, am I giving my body enough of the right building materials, and am I giving my muscles a reason to use them? That question is far more useful, because lasting strength doesn't come from one miraculous food. It comes from thousands of ordinary choices made consistently over time. Here is where the story becomes even more interesting. You can eat a protein-rich breakfast every morning, but if you want to protect strength as you grow older, there is another message your body needs to hear. Use these muscles. Protein provides important building blocks, but movement provides the reason to maintain muscle. Think about a tool sitting inside a toolbox. It may be perfectly maintained, expensive, and well-designed. But if you never use it, it becomes less useful to you over time. Your muscles are similar. The body is constantly adapting to the demands placed upon it. When muscles are regularly challenged, the body has a reason to preserve their ability to produce force. When activity declines dramatically, there is less demand for that capacity. This is one reason physical activity becomes so important after 65. And movement does not have to mean becoming a professional athlete. In fact, the most valuable exercises may look incredibly ordinary. Standing from a chair repeatedly, walking up a hill, carrying groceries, climbing stairs, lifting a light weight. Using a resistance band, practicing balance. These activities may seem simple, but they can have an important purpose. They ask the body to remain capable. Resistance exercise is particularly useful because it gives muscles a direct challenge. When performed safely and appropriately, it can help older adults maintain or improve muscle strength and physical function. But there is a crucial distinction. The goal is not to prove how much weight you can lift. The goal is to give your muscles an appropriate challenge while maintaining good technique and respecting your current abilities. A 70-year-old beginner does not need to train like a 25-year-old bodybuilder. He needs a sustainable routine, perhaps that begins with sitting down and standing up from a sturdy chair. Maybe it involves resistance bands. Perhaps a qualified professional helps design an appropriate strength program. The starting point matters less than the principle. Give your muscles a reason to stay useful. Now connect this idea back to protein. Imagine exercise as the message and protein as part of the supply system. Exercise says, we need these muscles. Protein supplies amino acids that the body can use for muscle protein synthesis and tissue maintenance. Neither idea should be treated as a miracle. Eating protein without movement is not the complete solution, and exercising without adequate nutrition may make it harder to support the body's repair and maintenance processes. Together, however, they form a much more sensible strategy. There is another benefit to movement that has nothing to do with appearance. Strength helps with everyday independence. Think about getting out of bed in the morning. Think about stepping into a shower. Think about carrying laundry. Think about walking across a parking lot. Think about getting up after sitting through a long family dinner. These ordinary moments are where strength becomes meaningful. You don't need enormous muscles. You need muscles that can perform the jobs your life requires. And this is why the idea of never losing strength should be reframed. No body can promise that aging will produce no physical changes. But you can influence how well your body functions within those changes. You can eat intelligently. You can consume adequate protein. You can remain active. You can challenge your muscles appropriately, and you can continue doing these things year after year. The most powerful strategy is often not dramatic. It is remarkably boring. A nutritious breakfast, a daily walk, a few appropriate strength exercises, enough recovery. Then repeat and repeat again, because the body doesn't respond to what you intend to do someday. It responds to what you consistently ask it to do. So if you want your muscles to remain part of your life after 70, don't simply feed them. Use them. Give them a reason to stay strong. When people talk about staying strong after 70, they sometimes imagine a man lifting heavy weights in a gym or showing off large muscles. But that misses the point. For most older adults, the greatest reward of strength is not how much weight they can lift. It is what that strength allows them to do. Strength means getting out of a chair without struggling. It means carrying groceries through the front door. It means climbing stairs without feeling completely exhausted. It means getting out of bed, walking through the neighborhood, playing with grandchildren, working in the garden, traveling, and handling the ordinary challenges of daily life. In other words, strength is closely connected to independence. And independence is something many people don't appreciate until they begin to lose it. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that a simple task has become difficult. You need both hands to push yourself out of a chair. You hesitate before climbing the stairs. You ask someone else to carry a bag that you once carried easily. Then, perhaps you stop going places because you're worried about becoming tired. You stop doing certain activities because they feel unsafe. Your world gradually becomes smaller. This is why preserving physical function matters so much. The goal isn't necessarily to become stronger than everyone else. The goal is to remain capable of taking care of yourself for as long as possible. And nutrition can be part of that strategy. A protein-rich breakfast can help contribute to an adequate daily protein intake. Foods such as eggs, yogurt, milk, fish, poultry, beans, lentils, and other protein sources can all fit into a balanced diet, depending on individual dietary needs. But remember the larger picture. Protein supports the building and maintenance of muscle. Exercise tells the body that those muscles are needed. Regular movement helps keep the body practiced at performing everyday tasks. Put those pieces together, and something remarkable happens. You aren't simply trying to save muscle. You're protecting abilities. Think about a simple chair. Standing from that chair requires strength in the legs and hips, coordination, balance, and confidence. Now think about stairs. Climbing them requires the muscles to produce force repeatedly while your balance and cardiovascular system work alongside them. Now think about carrying groceries. Your hands, arms, shoulders, back, legs, and core all participate. These ordinary actions are actually full-body demonstrations of physical capability. That is why strength after 70 should never be viewed only through the lens of bodybuilding. It is about living. And there is another important lesson here. It is never wise to wait until you become significantly weaker before taking action. You don't maintain a house by waiting until the roof collapses. You perform small repairs along the way. The same principle applies to your body. Keep moving, eat well, get adequate protein, challenge your muscles appropriately, practice balance, recover properly, and adjust your routine as your abilities change. Of course, everyone's circumstances are different. People with medical conditions, significant mobility limitations, or special dietary needs should work with an appropriate healthcare professional when designing an exercise or nutrition plan. But the broader principle is remarkably simple. Your later years are not merely about adding years to your life. They are about preserving life inside those years. Because what good is reaching 80 if you cannot comfortably walk across the room? What good is having more years if you cannot participate in the activities you love? The real victory is being able to say, I can still do this. I can still get up. I can still walk. I can still carry. I can still travel. I can still participate. I can still take care of myself. That is what strength is really for. So, don't chase a miracle food. Build a lifestyle that gives your body the nutrition, movement, and recovery it needs, because after 70, strength isn't about looking powerful. It's about remaining free to live your life.